The Japanese government confirmed the radiation leak.
A historic record of 25 inches of snow hit northwest Arkansas last week, forcing the majority of the people to stay home due to such bad road condition. The 5-day continuous rainfall finally took its toll.
It's a chaotic scene here at Union Station. All the students are so worried about how they're gonna get home because buses are not even sure running at this time.
The 5-day continuous rainfall finally took its toll. Streets were flooded. Cars were stuck. The strong flood current were not helping students to walk to class. And this is what happened when they made it into the bus. On campus, some of the buildings were flooded. The university was forced to close by 3:30.
It is crazy out there. The roads are flooded. It looks knee-deep. I would say it's probably up to the bumpers on the cars. The university closes at 3:30 and then they wanted us to run till we get the majority of people home.
It's a chaotic scene here at Union Station. All the students are so worried about how they're gonna get home because buses are not even sure running at this time because of the floods.
But even then, fighting the strong flood current to get home is quite tough.
I'm scared. I don't have a car and my phone was dead, so I'm gonna take a little adventure with the red bus if it comes, and hopefully I get home.
Lots of streets around campus are blocked because of the flood. Students who missed the last bus had to take shelter on campus, waiting for the flood to drain. The City of Fayetteville's authorities say that they are working around the clock to get things back to normal. For UATV News, I'm Nguyen Reel.
We need to cut spending now.
The government is struggling to reduce the huge budget deficit by cutting down nearly $40 billion in federal spending this year. But what will be cut to make up for that amount in a year, and who gets hurt the most?
The middle class is the one that gets hit because it's the biggest. We are the biggest tax base for the government.
Professor Rees believes cutting into the middle class is the most effective way to achieve a large-scale cut, but the Lyons family do not think so. The new couples both lost their jobs recently, and their baby is just 7 months old. Life cannot be harder on them.
You're cutting into the people who can't really take the cut to anything instead of the people who, you know, let's face it, would be still living in luxury if they had to pay twice as much.
Well, experts say the middle class is the one who always gonna take the hit, but is it fair for only one group to take the hit all the time, especially in this tough economic time?
Dealing with the government deficit, I think it's a necessary evil. As long as we can recover, then the problem of the deficit will take care of itself.
Even though it's a tough time, economic experts remain optimistic of the future of America. For UATV News, I'm Nguyen Reel. This is a normal scene at a U of A's outdoor party. Foods, games, and music. But what's the catch? They're learning how to survive a zombie outbreak. Zombie is the super popular fictional creature, also called the Living Dead. It's the first time a fictional character is featured in an FNL. The mastermind behind this is FNL's event coordinator, Mandy Havens.
Last year we had a Human vs. Zombie club, so we had a big Human vs. Zombie game going on all over campus. And so I just wanted to build off of that and just kind of have something that some people would actually really be interested, because I was really successful.
So what do people need to know to survive a zombie outbreak?
According to the Zombie Survival Guidebook, rule number 1 is cardio. Train your body hard. From a simple stick to a semi-automatic rifle, it's gotta be an extension of your body. Rule number 2, in a hand-to-hand combat, aim for the headshot.
Don't forget the living essential, Stock up enough water, dye your clothes for camouflage, stay quiet, and get a dog tag for body recognition in case you die.
I probably would not be one of the survivors. I'd probably get zombified.
Come back.
Surviving the living dead sounds tough, but for the people who attended these training, hopefully they won't be the first victims. For UATV, I'm Nguyen Reel.
It's not how much fat we consume per day, but it's the type of fat we eat that matters. These bottles are the typical cooking oils that an average American consumes daily. They are hydrogenated vegetable oils with claims that these types of oils are healthy for your body with no trans fat.
That's a little bit misleading. You cannot hydrogenate oils, to my knowledge, and end up with 0% trans fats.
The invention of hydrogenated oils keeps food prices lower because the products stay longer on the shelf, but researchers shows that consumption of hydrogenated vegetable oils links directly to cancer, heart disease, and obesity.
When you hydrogenate an oil, you're basically taking this nice long fatty acid chain and you're chopping it into small little pieces. These are the ones that build up in our body and aren't good for us.
The National Academy's Institute of Medicine conclude that the only safe level of trans fat in the diet is 0. However, the FDA calls for a moderate approach and advises consumers to take everything in moderation. Reporting for UATV, I'm Nguyen Reel. The Japanese government confirmed the radiation leaks and ordered more than 140,000 people living within the 20 miles radius of the Fukushima power plant to either stay shut in their houses or shelters to avoid exposure to the radiation leaks in the air. People are worried about the uncontrolled radiation leaks that is strong enough to reach further down, passing Tokyo and surrounding regions. Now they are exposed to radiation that is more than 8 times the radiation dose considered safe for a person to receive in a year. So basically, the country is still sitting on 3 atomic time bombs, leaking extremely dangerous radioactives into the air. Reporting for UATV, I'm Nguyen Reel. As you can see behind me, the house is badly damaged. Police say 20-year-old Dylan Bernard was traveling down the street at least 60 miles per hour, and he ran straight into the house through this wall when a 4-year-old boy was sleeping at the time and trapped the boy underneath the truck. Investigators said based on the tire track, he did not make any attempt to stop. Luckily, the boy escaped unharmed.
I don't know if he understood the magnitude of actually what he'd actually got himself into.
Bernard is now released on a $2,500 bond and is waiting for trial in May. Reporting for UATV, I'm Nguyen Reel. There are a lot more police officers on college today. The Fayetteville Police Department is increasing traffic enforcement, hoping to reduce accidents on College, one of Fayetteville's busiest streets. They are looking out for typical violations like falling too close, improper use of center lane. These violations contribute to most traffic accidents, not only in Fayetteville but nationwide. The police are planning to work on more intersections along College, and they say that they'll notify the public of when and where the enforcement will take place. Reporting for UATV, I'm Nguyen Reel.